My name is Todd Culbreth. I'm with SouthStar Capital. I'm the Regional Vice President based out of the Charlotte, North Carolina office. I've been with SouthStar since 2016. Something that makes SouthStar unique is we take a common sense approach to things. We look at deals and try to figure out ways to say yes to something that other people have said no to. A company comes to us and says, hey, we need to finance a truck. And that may be their pain point today, but what they don't tell us is, hey, I've had a hard time making payroll. They think they can't get financing for it. They've talked to a bank in the past. They don't even think to ask. And I think SouthStar's approach is to figure out what are the things you need in your business that you don't know how to ask for. People say, what are the timelines? What are the things that need to happen? And the real answer to that is it's event related, it's not time related. We have deals that get done in 3 days. We have deals that take 6 months, but that's because the need arose 6 months after the deal started. We can get 80% of the deal done, talking through it, asking questions, figuring out what's the need. A lot of times we end up with the discovery call and the client will ask us, where does the starting line begin? And I say, well, the starting line's already begun. 70% of the deal is done at this point. When a client walks in our door, they can expect a lot of questions right off the bat. That's something that I think people put their hands up to because they're used to questions ending in a no. We ask questions so that we can figure out what we're talking about. We're gonna ask you for an application, we're gonna ask you for a set of financials, we're gonna ask you for bank statements, we're gonna ask you for some things to paint a picture about your business. Sometimes we'll uncover things that you haven't uncovered. When a client walks in our door, what they can expect is a process that's gonna move on their timeline. We're gonna gather our initial information. We're gonna talk to you about the deal. We're gonna say, hey, what are we gonna be looking at so that when files hit our desk, we already know what we're talking about. We're gonna take all the information you give us, we're gonna do our own analysis on it. We're gonna come back with a recommended structure and we're gonna discuss the deal with you. There's really no lines in the sand. That whole process is gonna end up in a letter of intent, which is us shaking hands and saying, here's what we're trying to accomplish, let's go do it. From a letter of intent to that's what I would say is the rubber meeting the road. You've got closing working on it, you've got underwriting working on it. As the client, you've probably got your internal team working with us hand in hand. We're all going in to accomplish the same goal. That can happen in a matter of days, that can happen in a week, that can happen on the timeline that you set. And I think you're gonna have a single point person in your business development officer that's gonna guide you through that entire process. You're probably gonna repeat yourself a couple of times. I'd recommend you repeat yourself a couple of times because each time we hear it, we're gonna gather a little bit more out of it. Ultimately, this whole process conglomerates into us sending a wire and we're off to the races.